Right, hello again. We've got another region guessing challenge, and just to recap on what's happened so far, we had Fungus kick us off with 24 points. We had Radu with 17. I gave it a go and got 14. We now have a legend. We have Zigzag. Welcome, Zigzag. Thanks for appearing on the challenge.
Rather ironic that the legend is introducing me as a legend, but thank you for having me.
How are you feeling about the concept and your chances and everyone else's scores so far?
I think these scores are very high so far, and I'm expecting to come fourth, but I'll try and get higher.
We'll see. We'll see. We know it's very, very seed dependent. It's mostly just a bit of fun to see like what range people get based on the seed.
Absolutely. That's
so
what it should be fun.
Yeah, I mean, you know, plenty of metas. So you know, as long as the seed is good, I know you can definitely do some good things here. So let's kick it off. I will send you the challenge links just so you can actually see the locations properly and play along with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So first,
guys, subscribe to GC right now. Do it.
Yeah,
if
you're watching and you're not subbed, then you know what to do. Right, first one then. Let's jump into the first location. Okay. Right, we've got.
So we have Indonesia. I've been practicing Indonesia a lot. Well, not a lot. I've been practicing Indonesia yesterday. I did a couple of hours on it, so let's see if I can get it right now. So white cards making me think immediately might be in Sumatra. That combined with the rubber trees and oil palms feels pretty good. Do we see any architectural hints here? I wonder if orange water tanks off to the south there. I wonder if they help at all. We do have a lopsided pole and an uneven pole, so we know we shouldn't be in North Sumatra, or at least it's unlikely. We have a concrete road. That's kind of interesting to me. I'm not really sure if that gives me any vibe. I mean, obviously there are certain parts of the country where it's found more often, like East Kalimantan, but this is Gen 3, so it shouldn't be there. And we have a Sumatra palm as well off to the south as well, so yeah, and we have a couple of them. I think it is Sumatra here. That's my opinion. And I'm kind of between Jambi and South Sumatra, with Riau as probably the third option. We don't have any tiled roofs, so maybe that should lead me more towards Jambi, or maybe even Riau. Yeah, it's also some slight hilliness that does occur in like Western Riau sometimes. So I'm thinking I'm gonna guess like somewhere Jambi Riau border here, all in all. And yeah, I don't think there's too much to go off of here, actually. Like I don't see any concrete metas, no pun intended, apart from the pole. Or I think the pole might be more. The pole is more either Riau or Jambi. I can't remember which though, actually. But I think it's one of those two now.
Yeah.
I'm a go. What's it look more like objectively? I'm gonna go Jambi here.
Okay.
Northwestern Jambi.
Yep.
Let's go.
Got you. Okay.
That was Riau. Okay.
Okay, that's unlucky. I mean, perfectly good region guess. I think it's a bit of a 50-50 there between the provinces.
Yeah, it was a bit of a 50-50. I'm sure. I mean, a more skilled Indo player would just get it, but you know, I don't feel too happy. I don't feel too sad about how that turned out.
Yeah.
I got the right vibe. It was it was a low info round. Okay,
it's a low info round, and Riau is mostly very, very flat. So yeah,
cool. That's true.
All right,
it has the same hills. Okay, back in Indo.
Next one. Oh. Back in Indo.
Sorry,
okay. No, all good. We're good. Okay.
So hell of coconut palms here. No oil palms, I want to say. I think they're just short coconut ones off there. Cassava as well. So we have tiled roofs. I think I saw one. We have some fake tiled roofs, but the rest are actually all.
Yeah, there's a bit of tiling to the east.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but they're kind of the fake tiles.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
They're like the flat
we also have Surabaya pavement, but clearly we're not in Surabaya. I have an idea here. Could we be on the island north of East Java, Tambak or Bawin? I mean, just a thought. Just because of the random Surabaya pavement on like an off-road, and also palms being spammed. Meanwhile, it almost feels like Java, but without Javanese roofs. So that's a thought I have here. obviously that's a pretty wild send. I think it's part of East Java, but the problem with sending that is, well, obviously, if we're wrong, we're very wrong.
Yeah, it's
I think
bold, but I
Lombok.
can see the logic. Yeah.
I think. Wait, according to the video I watched last night, Lombok shouldn't be as likely because I think they would at least have some tiled roofs in a place like this, and the tiled roofs would normally be a bit darker. We have a pole top to the northeast, but it's no crossbar, so it's not useful, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Okay.
as well, it's pretty. Yeah, we don't see any elevation either, from what we can see.
Yeah, that's right. No elevation at all, which is really interesting. Okay, so now I'm kind of leaning. Maybe it could still be out Noosa's way, and it could also be like South Sulawesi here. I consider. Reason being that we have the pavement and we don't have any tiled roofs. Obviously, that is a place that has some tiles, but I get the feeling that I may just have the complete wrong idea here. This is not. Again, this is like. I mean, we're not out on a main road, which would make things a lot easier on Indonesia, where you'd have some pole tops or something. Yeah. Copyright, I don't think it's going to help us. 23, yeah. I think I might try, do we have any Sumatran roofs? Like, we don't, I mean, Sulawesi roofs, we don't have any. So, I don't really have a good idea here, unfortunately. I may still try it anyway, because I know the pavement's pretty common there. Bro, I could just go for the island without a better guess. It's kind of a big balls move, right?
So in Tambak,
I think Tambak. Yeah, I mean Tambak is pretty hilly. I guess that's the other problem.
yeah,
But I still consider it possible because like the house to our south may just be
blocks it
blocking
out,
South
yeah,
Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then north we just see nothing. So that's kind of where I have it plonked.
Should I
I
send
don't know.
it?
Nah, I feel like I'm gonna go for it here. I
Okay.
feel like I'm gonna go for it. This
Alright.
this might be like a crazy guess or a silly guess. We'll
Let's
see
lock
which.
in then. 3, 2,
Yeah.
1, go. Wow,
Okay.
that's crazy.
Well, it's okay. I was never going to get points there anyway.
No, I don't. I mean, that is crazy.
Okay, I mean, the pavement, of course, is possible in every big city.
Yeah. True.
And Medan was like a big trading port, so I guess. But the thing is, I learnt Medan metas yesterday, such as like the curved. Oh, we had one, the blue one to our north there. Or I didn't even consider up there, so I would have looked for that if I had to consider that. But we had this curved
Oh right,
to the north. We had a curved porch,
Yeah.
curved shelter.
Yeah.
That's found up there.
Okay.
So I could have got it potentially. I mean, I also thought the shape of the buildings was somewhat Sumatran, but I was just never considering North Sumatra, so I didn't look for that meta.
So is that palm to the north? Is that a Sumatra palm? Or is that a different one?
Oh, hold up.
The tall
I
one.
moved off the lock. To the north. Oh yeah, it was a Sumatra palm, but I mean, these are literally found everywhere.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay. Yeah.
It's just more common there, and we only saw one, so yeah.
Okay.
I guess we also it's okay. We can move on.
We can move on. I mean, yeah. There's been a lot of Indo in this series so far. I know this map doesn't have too many countries, but Indo seems to have come up a lot. But let's see if we get something different next time. Then 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Ready.
We do have something different.
That we do. I'm a bit washed at Russia at the moment, unfortunately, but we're definitely in Russia, I can say that. So we have autumn coverage here.
Yeah.
It also feels like very out of the way. One thing I'm noticing is that we have rocks all over the side of the road here, and that's something you quite often see on the Finnish border.
Okay.
So I think that what's it called? Karelia is coming to mind here.
That makes.
I can't remember how much autumn coverage Karelia has though. Okay, well, am I going to get anything else here?
Yeah.
So what I could also say is that is that larches? I think so. It wouldn't matter anyway because I think there is like the Swedish larch which also may occur around here, but there is a lot of coverage around Novosibirsk. It looks like this.
Okay.
I just think it's a little rocky for Novosibirsk. And also a bit unfamiliar looking. I think the road would be even straighter if we were out there. Hopefully, not necessarily, but No, I just think it kind of looks like Karelia here. I think I'm going to send it, even though I'm only like 70% confident, if that. But yeah, I think I'll just go for it.
All right.
Also, we have the European style of bollards, so
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. True. 3,
Right.
2, 1, go.
Surely. Oh no.
Ooh, that's tough.
Okay, that was Yeka. Yeah, I know about this coverage, but I did not know it could be so rocky looking.
Yeah.
It's literally since before the World Cup that I practiced Russia, so
Yeah.
you know I'll be back good at it soon. But this was
that's
not a good start.
Yeah, that's a hard one. All right, 3, 2, 1, and next location. All right, okay.
We are in Aussie land, and I know the subdivision immediately because if you look north, we have the yellow stickers halfway down the pole,
Gotcha.
and that's found in Northern Territory.
Okay,
So,
nice. Good to know.
Unless in 2023 they've changed the way they do things, we should have the free subdivision here.
Yep.
These ridges southwest, they look like near Alice Springs ridges to me. And so now let's line up the road. I guess Neutral Junction is probably extremely findable. Maybe if I just do a couple zooms here, I can find it.
Yeah, which road would you lean towards here? Like, could it be the...
So with the rumble strips and the fairly wide shoulders and everything, I am thinking this is the 87.
Okay, yep.
As opposed to the other main one you get is the number 4 now.
Okay.
But yeah, which is a bit further south. We are going kind of northeasterly here, huh? But it's kind of a sharper angle than I expected. What's this? Is this Neutral Junction? I'm looking at like maybe a bit further south than Alice, but actually, in my opinion, the trees actually might look a bit further north. So let me actually scan north a little bit here. And we do have quite a few trees. So a good rule of thumb is near where the town T tree is, there are quite a few trees. So
yeah.
I just click there.
Okay. On the curve, like, north of there.
We have a subdivision, so I think we can just send it
Yeah,
here.
alright. 3,
We know I'm not that good at finding
2,
factors anyway, so
1, go. Okay, nice. Yeah, it was near T tree.
nice. We'll take it.
Very good. Okay.
At least a little bit of redemption here.
Yeah, I mean it's good to get 3 points on the board there after a couple of very tricky ones.
That is true.
Zigzag obviously known for Australia, although I think you would now say that you're kind of much less Australia focused than you were in the past.
That's for sure true.
But you still know your stuff. That is without a doubt. Cool.
Okay, I'm ready for next.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we are.
Okay.
Well, the camera's like kind of dark here for no reason.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think this might be BC. That's initially my thought here.
Yeah.
And if it looks like BC and it's not, it's normally like Idaho or Montana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's look at the poles here. Sometimes BC poles have like some like metal studding on the bottom. I don't really think we're gonna see that here. Plate there almost looks like it's a bit red. I mean, it would be a very cruel round indeed if we were somehow over the border in Alberta here.
Yeah.
But that is like a red-looking plate to me. I don't know if it's just the camera being weird or what. I also think the landscape with the kind of south mountains here, I don't think it makes sense with the angle of most Albertan mountains unless we're in some specific places.
Fair.
But yeah, I'm still definitely thinking of BC here now, or specifically Canada anyway. Do we have a guardrail? So we have no guardrail. I mean, that doesn't confirm or deny anything, but you know, if we saw a guardrail, then it would be much less commonly BC.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm just looking for anything here. I don't think I see anything state specific. I wonder though about the kind of power line kind of running along the middle of the pole here. I've definitely seen that in Canada before. Although this could be just one of those ones where you're clutching at straws and you just say something, you know. But
Sure,
I feel like
yeah.
that's kind of Canadian.
Yeah.
No, I think this just looks enough like BC that I'm happy to go for it. But yeah, there are still other options. One thing I've seen here, just before we send,
Yep.
is that we do have like little white lines going along the main road here.
Yeah. I see it.
And that is something you sometimes see. Obviously, Saskatchewan's famous for it, but you do see that in BC and Yukon.
Yep.
I remember from back with my fungus coaching sessions back in the day. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna send BC here. I feel like I think this is like should be BC, but
BC,
I'm
yeah.
not entirely sure.
Sounds good. 3.
And
2,
where?
1. Okay. Yeah.
Just a bit,
Yeah.
bit central southern. We're above Kelowna.
Yeah. Gotcha. 3, 2, 1, and go. And it was BC.
I thought I might see sort of seen some what you call it, like fireweed. So it does kind of make sense that it was further north.
Yeah. It
And-
does. I didn't think of it, but it does kind of make sense. Yeah.
Fun fact: I've driven that road in real life. There you go.
Ooh. Now that's something I did not know.
Yeah,
Nice.
my grandpa is Canadian, and
Cool.
we drove to Dawson Creek and Grand Prairie over the border in Alberta.
Wow.
So there you go.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a nice
So I feel like
drive.
I've been further north than a lot of people. I mean, obviously Europe lies pretty north, so but
Yeah.
outside of Europe,
Yeah. Definitely.
kind of cool. Okay, that is the first seed. Is there 2 or 3? I
That
forget.
was 2 exact and 1 bordering, I think. So
Oh, no, I mean, is there 2 seeds or 1
Oh,
seed?
sorry, 2 seeds. 2 seeds. Yeah. So, but I think you're on 7 points from the first seed.
Still redeemable. If we get a
Very
favourable
redeemable,
seed...
Very redeemable.
I mean, the first half of the seed was terrible, and the second half of the seed was easy, so...
Alright.
Hopefully we can make some nice goals this time.
See the next link. And then when you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay.
Here we go.
Now,
Back in NA.
yeah,
That's for sure.
Potentially tricky, but we'll see.
Potentially. We have a red barn. It's not too helpful, I think. We have one of these really thick post boxes, which I associate more with Canada, but
Okay.
can be US as well. And often, if it's US, it's closer towards Canada, but it's pretty fake. We have like a yellowish-looking plate here.
Oh,
Kind of
yeah.
suspicious.
See that? I didn't notice that at first.
I think I want to disregard it.
Okay.
I think I want to disregard it at this point. We'll have a look at the rest of the round first. So we have a transformer on the pole facing towards the road. I feel like we might be in Canada here, actually. Obviously, you see that in US as well, but I'm starting to piece together that we might be in Nova
Oh, I see
Scotia
it.
here.
Yeah, I see it. The one in the trees, right, to the east.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, to the east, sorry, yeah. Also Quebec. And so we have a front plate which is sus, but the good thing for Quebec here is that we have the insulator facing the road. I think that also happens in Nova Scotia, but they're also the 2 provinces that use the double yellow line the most and look most like US for that reason.
Yeah.
This could be Maine as well. What's the copyright here? That's kind of interesting to me. So 2021, so probably not Maine then. That's good. A lot of their stuff came out in 23. I think, and we don't have any crossbars either on the poles, which would be very useful because all the time you get the kind of shorter crossbar over the border in like New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, or specifically Nova Scotia maybe. I can't remember, but yeah, those 2 I think. Overall, I'm thinking this is Nova Scotia. Yeah, I think that's my main thought here. The front plate's so weird. Where the 2 options that I have in my mind are not front plate provinces, so I'm a little bit apprehensive about this guess. Also, the kind of rounded... Also, another thing that made me think Quebec was the rounded light, which you see there quite often. Maybe this is Quebec. And they're not even bordering, are they? Not even close, so... We have to make the right call here. I think the transformer facing the road will make me go Nova Scotia, though.
Okay.
I don't love this guess, to be honest, but
Right.
we'll see.
We'll see.
Wait. To our southeast, we have a property marker that's blue. I'm pretty sure that's a property marker. That might actually make me switch to Quebec. Ooh. I mean, that would also mean that we could have a traveling Ontarian here. It's a truck, so it may travel. I think I'm switching.
Okay.
I think I'm switching here. Yeah. I think the property marker, if it is a property marker, would be more Quebec.
Quebec.
I want to
Okay.
say.
Okay.
I'm ready to send.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's unlucky. That's really unlucky.
Oh no.
I mean,
literally saw that last moment.
Yeah, I mean, you dropped all the knowledge, and it's just unlucky that you went with the wrong one.
Okay, let's see. Was it a property marker? It was a property marker. I didn't really... I mean, if I saw it more closely, it's kind of unfamiliar looking. But I still kind of thought that might be a more of a Quebec-Ontario thing. But maybe if it's blue, it doesn't count. I don't know.
Fair.
how it
That's
works.
fair. I mean, that's unfortunate. You were ready to lock in Nova Scotia, and
It looked more like Nova Scotia, especially
Yeah.
this full coverage. Why I say full, bro? Autumn coverage on the border with New Brunswick is common, but what can you do? That's it.
yeah. I mean, that one was tough. I think you're very, very close to sending the right one, but yeah, we'll move on. Let's see what we get next. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Yeah.
New country.
So Brazil. So Brazil is one of my, probably apart from Australia, my strongest. Although there are lots of subdivisions, so it's easy to send the wrong one.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we have? So we have a lot of tiled roofs, seen all over the country. We have a pencil pine there to our north. I mean, I have no idea what that means, to be honest. I don't think we've been graced with an easy one here. I don't really see anything that's going to give me... We have bamboo, southwest. feel like I always end up seeing that a bit further south, but this gives north vibes, so maybe we have to kind of hedge in the middle state here. Okay, here are my states that I think are quite possible. Bahia and Minas, because they're just always possible on a round like this. Tocantins, because we have long grass, and I think the vegetation makeup would make quite a bit of sense. Goiás as well is a good contender. Then it could certainly be Piauí or Maranhão as well. I feel like I named all the states that I don't want to say possible, because it could certainly be others, but
I like that. I
think it's one of those ones. We have the blue car, just generally more common in most parts of Brazil. I think I'm actually leaning towards a northern Tocantins here.
Okay.
Hedging for maybe Piauí and Bahia, or yeah. Yeah, I think it's Tocantins. I think actually maybe Piauí is pretty likely as well. I think I might go Tocantins hedging for that. And these are bordering states, just so
they do border. They have
pick up a point.
Narrow stretch that borders.
As a hedge, Tocantins is touching pretty much everything I want to guess. So it's also likely to give us 1 point if we're wrong. Okay, I'm gonna send.
Let's send. Okay, I mean, very good region guess. Just unfortunately over the border, but I mean, you're
that's one of the ones I mentioned as possible. I had a pretty much decent.
But... and either way, at the end of the day, GeoGuessr is about points, so you'd have been very close there, which is good. Also, that is another point on the board.
Indeed. Moving on.
Good. Moving on. Okay.
Nothing to say there, really. I mean, you just have to vibe it out.
Yeah.
I think that pole top is probably common there, but it's common elsewhere as well. Okay. Oil palms here, if you're loaded in.
I am, Oil palms galore,
Okay. We have the Terengganu weed here to the west.
Ooh.
This is really super common in Terengganu in Malaysia, but in Indonesia it can be found. It's often found closer towards Malaysia.
Okay.
In various parts, but I would not recommend putting too much stock in it. I just kind of use it when I have nothing else. It's quite hilly here, I'm noticing, and quite red soil, so that combination is definitely interesting. I think I lean Kalimantan here, but it's a lot of the time on Kalimantan you do end up on fairly major roads, and this is obviously a pretty minor road, I get the feeling, even though it is wide. No road markings, that's kind of what I'm in. Yeah, I mean, Indonesia without pole tops just becomes doubly as hard, basically. And I don't believe there's going to be any pole for us at all here. So, I may as well just get it over with then. I think I might go... I do think Kalimantan over Sumatra here. Narrowly. And I think I might go East Kalimantan.
Okay.
East Kalimantan typically has a lot of concrete roads, as I mentioned. But I think I'm going to go in the northern part of East Kalimantan here. No idea if that's a good guess, but I'm ready to send.
3, 2, 1. Send.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tough. West Sumatra.
Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to go West Sumatra anyway, so there's no 3 points available.
Really hard. We've had some of the definitely some of the hardest locations we've had on this series so far. In your
the West Sumatra apparently has quite good road quality, and we did see that there.
Okay.
And in the grand scheme of things, we weren't too far away from Malaysia, so that's a dub for the meta. Not really. I don't know. Yeah, that's
just tough. Okay. I mean, nothing you can say. That's just one of those really hard, no info, no meta Indo rounds. All right, next one. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're back in this country.
Yes, fairly similar vibes. Brazil here. We again have fairly long grass. We have this white curb, and I don't even want to say the meta because it's so fake.
Okay.
But I may still use it anyway. It's kind of common in Piauí.
Okay.
So I'm kind of considering Piauí here.
It's a bit like that Mexican curb, which I didn't know about until our Photoshop challenge.
Yeah, exactly true. This is a Jupa meta though, so
Yeah.
not my own creation. Like the Teranganu one.
Yeah.
So we don't see any palms. Kind of interesting.
Yep.
So that could potentially like lean one more so towards like Bahia or Minas because they're just so far from water, I guess. Or I don't really know what the logic would say there, but we have this kind of we kind of have this like rocky red dirt. I thought I saw some of it. Yeah, maybe like southeast south. We kind of see some. Kind of looks like the Piaui dirt that you see sometimes. Honestly, this is just an... Okay, let me mention the ones I think are possible here. Yeah, Maranhão again, Piaui again, Tocantins again. This time Bahia is more possible than last time, I think.
Yeah.
Minas, again, outlier chance. Same with Goiás. I don't know if I see Mato Grosso here. I would like to say not. I mean, this is the same kind of round here, but this time I'm leaning a bit further northeast. Or a bit further east in general. Because of the lack of palms. So, I got... It's pretty flat here. I think I will go southern Piaui this time. I don't know, I have no idea. I think I'm ready to send there.
Yep, 3,
What should be Tocantins?
1, go, and it was Tocantins.
Well, we get the 1 point.
We get the 1 point. Yeah, I mean, as with before, calling the right region and the right possible states, but just a lack of usable metas, really.
I should have trusted the long grass. Like, it's never going to be wrong twice in a row, right?
Yeah, true. Cool.
Tough.
All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
And the final round.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Couple of things here, maybe, but.
So we have a bit of info here, though I think it's still kind of likely I miss. So we have the red car.
Yeah.
The red car is very useful for Eastern Russia, especially when it's kind of warm like this. Like, you could confuse it with the Generation 4 in Arkhangelsk and Komi. Is it Komi? Yeah. What is it called? It's not even showing me the subdivision. Okay, I think it's Komi, the next one over. And yeah, they don't have the red car, so this is Eastern Russia, presumably. I'm also noticing that we have a ton of pines, but no larches, so that would lead you more west in Eastern Russia. Well, we're almost certainly in Siberia here, to my mind. We also do have fireweed, I think, a bit going on here, but it's not really relevant, because it pretty much appears everywhere. Man. Okay, road angle probably is going to help here, so let's find out what it is. Vaguely, no, east-northeast, I guess. Rory.
Yep.
I don't know where this is.
Yeah, I mean...
We have a car. Feels like, you know, even just seeing one car, you might opt for being closer to... Okay, I can tell you where I think it isn't.
Yep.
So with the red car, I think the red car starts in Tumen. I don't really think it's Tumen here. Although the spam of pines kind of looks more Western Russian, I don't think we're in Tumen. Omsk, I really didn't think so. This is not a typical Omsk regardless, so it's going to be kind of an impossible one if it's there.
Yep.
Novosibirsk is where it starts to get quite possible to me.
Yep.
The reddish soil is super interesting here. Kemerovo. Didn't think of Kemerovo. That's, again, we're starting to get the ones that are quite possible. Tomsk, the red car goes near Asino. I think this doesn't really have Asino vibes.
Okay.
Krasnoyarsk possible, Irkutsk possible.
Yep.
And I think we've mentioned the ones that are possible,
Yep.
I want to say. Yeah, but this is obviously like 2,000 kilometers that I've mentioned, if not more, so... I gotta make a decision. I think the vague hilliness of it and the kind of reddish soil are gonna make me lean Krasnoyarsk.
Yep.
I think it's also a big oblast, so it could just be correct on a chance. Although I'm gonna go west of Krasnoyarsk here. But yeah, you've heard what I think is possible.
I have.
And you've heard that I don't know where it is.
Yeah. All right, let's see. 3, 2,
Let's
1, go. again, that's was the Tomsk coverage.
Yeah, it was the Tomsk Cup. What I said it wasn't. So
Yeah, I mean, it's still close. Like you're still getting good points there in a game of Geoguessr, but
yeah, I guess none of the guesses were off the wrong side of the country.
Yeah.
Or apart from the Indo one.
Yeah,
but yeah, this is one you probably just have to know. I think if you click most times in the Tomsk Oblast, you don't see stuff that looks too much like this. That's my hope, anyway.
Yeah,
surely Finbar will watch this and comment.
Yeah. I think I would have. Krasnoyarsk is what I mean. I'm no Russia player, but I would have probably just assumed that was like the Krasnoyarsk road.
Right. Yeah, bro. If you look at the Brazil guesses, they're so close. It's quite.
I know. It's crazy. I mean, so that was a really, really tough seed. Like, I think the main thing about this video is to show how seed dependent things like records and stuff are.
That's definitely true. That's definitely true.
It's I think, like, for example, my seeds definitely had more freebies than yours for sure. Like, you didn't have any freebies at all. I think maybe the only one that might have been a freebie for you was maybe the NT one with those yellow bands on the posts.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people these days that wouldn't have been a freebie round because the black card travels all over the north of Australia. But yeah, it was definitely the easiest round of the seed. Also, the BC was relatively free. I just wanted to take my time to make sure.
Fair. But yeah, the rest were like, as Brazil goes, like not easy to get the right state. As Indonesia goes, like no straightforward ones really. So yeah, very, very tough seeds. Like, I think every single time you dropped the correct logic and knowledge, it's just a bit unlucky on getting bordering subdivisions.
But it is good fun. It is good fun to do this kind of explaining in a competitive way. You have to cover your bases, and you also like get to test some metas as well. I think it's fun.
And also, if you were playing it in a 2v2 or 3v3, like you would probably always have sent people in the right state there, because
that's right. Apart from the Indo, I think we most rounds I would have been able to send the correct guess.
Exactly. So yeah.
So what score is it then?
I think it's 10.
10. Yeah, that's actually good for.
Yeah, I know. Like there's, the seed is everything really. Like there is. Take it from me, anyone watching. Like, there is no way if we both attempted this 10 times, I would come out above Zigzag. So it is just seed dependent. But yeah. I mean,
and also I guess I have watched a few of the other episodes, and I knew the seeds were good so far. I didn't think the seeds would hold up as much as Fungus and our seed probably stronger than me at the moment for sure. But yeah.
Cool, but that was good. I mean, we got to hear a lot of good knowledge there, and that's what this is all about, really. So
yeah, great fun, Rory. Subscribe, everyone. If you didn't heed my warning at the start, you must now.
Thanks, Oscar. Cool.
All right. GG's.
We'll catch you next time, Oscar. Thanks for appearing, and thanks everyone for watching. See you soon.